Hello, people of the world, and welcome back to Mallardcraft. I am the Dirty Ducky, and today we are going to make up our minds. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, if you watched the last episode of Mallardcraft, which you should have, then you're probably expecting this episode to be about a bamboo farm. But we changed our minds. You see, I decided to turn it into a redstone challenge, and yesterday I posted a video about just that challenge. So we went ahead and built up the bamboo farm, but we're not going to go over it for a week now. And again, go back and watch the Bamboo Farm Without Quartz Redstone Challenge time. So today we have to find something else to get into instead. And we'll come back to this here in a minute. But first, yes, I went ahead and put in an elevator, and as you can probably see from the soul sand, we have been to the nether now. Again, so much to catch up on today. Like, seriously, bear with me. So we had come down into the mines, searching for resources to work on the project that we had planned for today, the new project that we had planned for today. And at the end of a long tunnel, I came across this little cavern with some lava and some diamonds. And as I was digging the diamonds, I came across another cavern, which we've lit up in both directions. But as I was lighting it up, I found this. Now, I'm sure that by what's set up here, you can probably tell what's on the other side of this wall, and you might even be able to hear it already, but yep, Skelly Spawner. This Skelly Spawner actually ended up being the entire reason that we went to the nether, because I didn't want to just do it halfway. I wanted to build a proper water elevator and drop chute. However, in editing, I did realize that I didn't make the water column go up quite high enough, and they were getting trapped at the top, but I've gone back and fixed that now. So I spent quite a bit of time down here, and I got this pickaxe together, and then I went and found a couple more diamond ore veins that I had been leaving waiting for fortune, and we got a bunch more diamonds, and I spent a whole lot of time up here, and yeah, we're all decked out now. We got a decent shovel, decent axe, a good fortune pickaxe, a silk touch pickaxe, sword that's okay, and armor. In being as I spent so much time down here, I got a little tired of dealing with the the storage problem, so we put in an item filter here and a disenchanting here and disposal area. And yeah, I got bored. I'm sorry, I got bored. I let it run away from me. For anybody who doesn't know, this is an item filter system. You have filter items in here with the item you want to filter out. This design is done by Impulse SV. If you want to go look him up and check his channel, if I can remember, I'll link to the in the description. It's redstone magic. Let's put it that way. It keeps items that aren't the item that you want from going through. That was really loud. Moving on. Also down this tunnel we found a amethyst geode too, but it's a really long way down that tunnel, and there's another cave system, and I know how to get to it. But also we did again go to the nether, and I put the nether portal up there on top of the plateau. We might check that out this episode, but I don't know. We'll see. We didn't have the greatest nether spawn ever. It's all crimson forest, like as far as I've gone in every direction. I've had better nether spawns. But today's project is right here. This is what we're going to work on. I've already laid out a little bit of a footprint of what this is going to look like. And I shrunk the holding chamber for the two villagers here down so that we can just build the building around them. And then when it's done, we're going to open this up and let them go. I think this is going to be kind of a fun build, and I'm pretty excited to see exactly what it's going to look like. And the thing that's going to be inside of it is going to be rather fun and important for our future endeavors. So I think we're going to run a time-lapse on this one. Let's go. So for this time-lapse, I want to play the music like we normally do, but I also want to talk about our build a little bit. This building is pretty heavily inspired by another YouTuber I know called Cam Plays Minecraft, and I'll link to his video below. He really does make some beautiful builds, and I love just watching his building time-lapse. But I've, of course, redesigned it a little bit to fit my purposes because I wanted it to look like kind of a medieval hospital, like apothecary type building. I couldn't quite figure out what the medieval equivalent of a birthing center would be, But yeah, this is what I came up with. And if that's not hint enough already as to what's going to be inside of it, this is our villager breeder. So what we're going to do is the big main part of the building is going to have the farmland and the 2 breeder villagers in it, and then the tower portion of it is going to hold the new adult villagers, and then the section in between is where the beds go. And I'll show the rest of that here in just a second. But first, we just need to appreciate this build because I'm really proud of how it turned out. Uh, Cam's original build was beautiful as it was, but I couldn't just copy paste his building. I had to make it my own. And we wanted to go with the white because, you know, hospitals are white, aren't they? Right? I mean, that makes sense, right? Regardless, I'm really proud of how it turned out. And the way everything fits inside is just too perfect. Now, granted, it's not the optimal farm size because it's only a 5x6, but it's more than enough space for the breeders. And given my previous track record of just building farms and then not having any idea of what to put around them to make them look good, I'm really proud of this. This building was just perfect to put a villager breeder inside. Now, granted, I do have a little bit more detailing work that I need to do to this. I still haven't gone back and done some detailing on that one. Kind of just trying to get the ball rolling on our villager thing because I've been wanting to do that for a while and we just never have gotten around to it. So now this is our first step in the right direction as far as that goes. Now this breeder is, if we go inside here, you can see, oh look, we've even got a baby in there. This breeder is based off of Logical Geek Boy's design, and I will link to his video in the description. His Simply Minecraft version of it is kind of, you know, bare bones, and we've adapted it a little bit so that it fits inside this building. But I love the way it works. It works great. I'm waiting to see if this kid is going to show off how the farm functions, but there he goes. Basically how it works is the baby villagers have a mechanic where they like to go jump on beds. So we make this hole just big enough that the 2 adult villagers can't fit, but the baby villager can. And it pretty much without fail, they try to run over here and get in the bed, and then they fall down in the hole. The only way that I could see this possibly breaking is if a baby villager grew up without coming into the bedroom, and I think the chances of that are pretty slim. But then over here on this side, we have, oh look, we have an adult. Yay, that's exciting. And then down under there we have a minecart system, and we need to light this thing. Probably hang another chandelier in here because I really like the way that looked. Anyway, so the baby villagers are down there. You can hear them. They go up onto a half slab, and the baby villager is too short to reach the water column, but once they grow up, their head is in the water column, so they swim up, and then they get stuck right here. And then if I hit this button, which I'm not going to do right now because I don't need a villager at the moment, there's a dispenser down there. It spits out a minecart. It also powers those rails. It comes up through here. It grabs him through the block with some strange Minecraft physics, and he ends up right here. And then we can decide what we want to do with him from there. And that's kind of where the ease of this farm ends, pretty much, because I haven't really worked out a good way to send them anywhere else other than to just take this wall out and send the track out that direction. But we need to sleep. But yeah, anyway, that feels like a tomorrow problem, and we may just do that. We may just take this wall out, send the track out that direction, and send them wherever we want them to go. But now we need to decide what we want to do next, and I leave that to you guys. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see built. What villager do we need to mess with first? Because they all have their uses. Everything related to the villagers in Minecraft is a very powerful mechanic, and there's just so much that you can do with them. I want to know what you guys want to see. Leave me a comment. Tell me which villager you want to see us mess with, and what we're going to do is we're going to build a building for each villager type. Instead of having a trading hall, I want to upgrade this village so that each one of these houses has some kind of villager in them. Like, we'll build some kind of church or cathedral, maybe. I doubt it'll be that grand, but some kind of something. And then we'll put the priest villagers in there. and then we're gonna have a blacksmith shop, and we'll put the armor smith and the weaponsmith, toolsmith, whatever they're called, in there. And that's my plan for this village, and I'm really excited about it. Don't forget about the Redstone Challenge. Anybody who is interested in doing that, go back and watch the video that I posted yesterday. The basis of it is that I have challenged you to build a redstone farm, an automatic bamboo farm that does not require quartz. Now, my old school redstoners are going to probably handle this pretty easily because back before comparators and observers were a thing, of course, bamboo wasn't a thing then either, but sugarcane worked on the same premise. So I'm sure some of you old school folks will have an easy time with it, but some of my newer ones might be left scratching their head on exactly how you're supposed to build a farm without using observers. And that's kind of the point. I want you to really think about it. Try to design your farms, send me your videos, Twitter link in the description below. But I think that's going to do it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I'm very excited about this world. Can't tell. Like I said, I kind of let things run away from me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done it already, please consider subscribing. And for now, that's a poll. I ran into a poll. I can't drive without looking. Yep, I am the Dirty Ducky, and I'm out.